Hi drama fans. This year, we've had our fair share of K-dramas, and now it's time to look back and recap all the ones that left K-drama fans feeling disappointed. Strong Girl Namsoon. Even though Strong Girl Namsoon managed to surpass the viewership peak of its predecessor, Strong Girl Bongsoon, some fans are of the opinion that it is not quite the sequel they hoped for. Initially, the introduction of characters and the basic premise appeared promising. But once the narrative shifts towards the smuggling of dangerous drugs, the show loses its initial momentum. Most people found themselves watching the show due to its ties to the previous Strong Girl K-drama, the cameo appearance of the Min Min and Bong Bong couple, and the charms of the main antagonist, Seok. Criticism revolves around the scriptwriting and the lack of chemistry between the main leads. One viewer says, Namsoon's grandma had more chemistry with her boyfriend than the main couple. Furthermore, Seok's ultimate fate in the fictional tale raised discontentment. The potential male spin-off titled Strong Man Jang Chung-dong hinted at in the last episode also faced criticism. Overall, we can say that this series did not live up to the K-drama fans' expectations. Heavenly Idol. Kim Min-kyu became everyone's crush after his standout performance in Business Proposal, so fans were waiting for him to land bigger roles in the future. And sure enough, before enlisting for the mandatory military services, he chose to star in the Heavenly Idol. The fans, however, were let down by the subpar script and an excessively foreseeable plot in the fantasy romance series. Some people even called the drama silly and nonsensical with cringe comedy, while others claimed it was mindless fun. What are your thoughts about the drama? Strangers again. In the ratings battle, the Heavenly Idol went head-to-head with Strangers Again, a romantic law drama. The drama revolves around a divorced couple trying to rekindle the spark that once existed between them. Kang So-ra along with Jang Sung as an on-screen couple performed their best as actors, showing amazing chemistry, but it wasn't enough to make the K-drama a success. While some viewers felt the show's plot was predictable and lacking originality, others found it entertaining but could not agree with the ending. All in all, everyone agrees that they signed up for something more compelling than what was ultimately presented. Mask Girl. Mask Girl is a commentary on societal beauty standards and generational trauma, shedding light on the impact of unhealthy parenting during early childhood and beyond. Or at least that is what it tries to pitch to us. The series initially presents itself as a mystery and psychological thriller, but soon takes a sharp turn, transforming into a slow, aimless trauma fest with a terrible ending. It falls into the common pitfall of prioritizing shocking plot twists over grounded character work. Result is that the show loses its clear sense of purpose the longer it goes on and morphs into a half-baked revenge plot that does little to address the issues brought up earlier in the series. This dark tale of damaged people proved to be not an easy watch for many viewers. Island. Island was probably the most anticipated K-drama of the year, only to end up as a huge disappointment for many. Despite the popular star cast including Lee Da-hee, Kim Nam-gil, and chaeunwoo, the series couldn't score favorable ratings. Most K-drama fans view it as a case of wasted potential, attributing to the lack of plot development, confusing world building with inconsistent rules and bombarding CGI. The promising elements that fueled excitement prior to its release ultimately failed to materialize, leaving viewers dissatisfied with the overall execution of the series. Heartbeat. The K-drama kicks off with a light-hearted romantic comedy vibe, and the heart of the show lies in the dynamic between its polar opposite protagonists. Heartbeat's charm lies in its refusal to take itself too seriously, embracing a whimsical nature that resonates with viewers. OK Taecyeon impresses as the vampire, but the show doesn't as it stumbles in its final episodes. A noticeable shift in energy and tone disrupts the tale, and the presence of unexplored and unanswered plot elements adds to the challenges. Additionally, certain viewers, initially drawn to the female lead, found themselves irritated with her as the story unfolded. Doona.
Baesuzy and Young Se-jong's intense coming-of-age romance series centers around celebrity struggles, delving into the challenges faced by a female pop idol as she grapples with the intricacies of her career and personal life. Viewers were drawn to this aesthetically beautiful series but left perplexed due to its modernized approach to complex relationships. While some fans dismissed it as a pretentious cliché love story depicting the romantic entanglement between a not-so-typical girl next door and the ordinary boys she falls for, others were left questioning the rationale behind a terrible conclusion to what began as a terrific story.
A Time Called You. A Time Called You generated anticipation among a diverse audience, whether first-time viewers eagerly awaiting the teased chemistry between ahnhyoseop and jaeon, or longtime fans ready to compare it to the original. This time travel love story, based on the Taiwanese series Someday or One Day, got some things right and missed the mark on others. The show earns praise for its visual aesthetics across different timelines, the intriguing mystery, and the stellar cast. On the flip side, critiques include the makeup and styling choices and a confusing storyline as a result of a loopy time travel. New viewers found the 12-episode series refreshing and enjoyable. But the OG fans couldn't help but call it a decent try that just couldn't outshine the original. What are your takes on these dramas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want K-drama recommendations, check out this playlist or subscribe for more.